Hello, viewers, and welcome back to the Literature Club. Specifically, a fan mod of Doki-Doki Literature Club, DDLC Abridged, or How I Learned to Start Worrying and Love to Mod. It's a Doki-Doki Literature Club fan mod, not affiliated in any way with Team Salvato. I mean, I'd assume that's pretty obvious given that you went and downloaded this off a Reddit post or something, and how ridiculous that name is. But I'd really rather not get sued or something for not including some really basic boilerplate warnings, so there you go. Oh, speaking of which, I'm not done yet. It's designed to be played only after the original game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Okay. If you haven't seen my Let's Play of the original, you definitely should. Game files for Doki-Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at ddlc.moa or on Steam. Though admittingly that warning's kind of moot given that you either already got the files installed since this mod would error out if you didn't, or you know Rempy enough to be reading this file in an IDE of some sort. Button press to just nod your head yes to the legalese. By saying where you agree that you have completed Doki-Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. Okay, yeah. Just smile and nod. I feel like I should throw one specific final warning about this mod here before we continue. This mod is very intentionally rather dumb. I only saw a few minutes of this, and it's even more insane than the original. But I decided that I didn't want to spoil myself on it anymore, and I would just do it myself. Hence, here we are. I don't mean that in the sense that this is another one of those shitty mods that makes a million jokes by just filling it with meme references that are dated about 17 seconds after they're made. I mean that this is one of those shitty mods that makes a bunch of edgy-ish jokes that involve me basically going as far as I'm willing to, while hopefully remaining on the side of the line that's still funny and in good enough taste to laugh at it anyway. Point being, shit's gonna get it dolled up in this joint or whatever the fellow kids are saying. Oh, God. By saying Doki-Doki Literature Club Abridged, or How I Learned to Start Worrying and Love to Mod, you'll be exposed to some of the said jokes, including sex jokes and making fun of the horrible problems the characters had in the original game jokes. Yes, I too am an awful human being. Shut up and let me play it. Alright then. Oh, God. Yeah, even they look a little concerned on the title screen. Please enter some text. Well, hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl... The hell?! Oh... Yeah! Did you not install this right or something? Who are you? I'm Monica, dumbass. Oh, hey Monica, what's up? From what I've seen, this mod, it's not even going to pretend there's a fourth wall. I overslept at you. Sayori, shut up. We're not doing that script. We're not. Then why are we starting here? Because dumbass here didn't start with the right script. Oh, why'd you do that, dumbass? Hey! Sorry, they changed my name to dumbass! Oh, no! Once upon a time, there was a person. This person had scant few particularly notable attributes about themselves, or at least they felt like they did. You see, they actually had accomplished various things throughout their life, commendable things to be sure. They graduated high school despite all the trials and tribulations that come with even surviving it. They had gone to and graduated from college, and managed to do so in a way that didn't leave an enormous loan hanging over their head for the rest of their life. They found a woman they fell in love with and married, despite being almost completely inexperienced with the entire concept of dating or being desirable. They even had a child with her who was a beautiful ball of happiness. But it felt like none of these things were reasons to celebrate, or would even register as being particularly notable attributes about themselves. For you see, this particular person had depression. This was not the single aspect to their existence, not by any stretch, but it is of particular note for this story due to how deeply rooted within the person's being it was. This person was not particularly unintelligent or oblivious. They tried their hardest to, at the very least, to be more aware of their existence and how their daily life fit into it, and adjust their behavior and thoughts accordingly, attempting to learn everything they could in the process. But when starting a life of learning, experiences, of actions, of emotions, every single possible thing that can affect that person, be it even a small thing, can radically alter the direction their life takes. Depression's not a small thing. It colored all their thoughts, it made their emotions feel like they were someone else's, and it formed their looks, their mood, their thoughts. Their very life was molded and shaped according to these things. Not even their attention was their own, as it would frequently wander and focus on things they didn't want it to. They would frequently start projects and then get easily frustrated with them and drop them. Their life was a trail of many half-hearted attempts at ambition, discarded for whatever reason that felt less frustrating at the time. They were fortunate to realize early on in their life that they tended to get angry quickly and lash out in response to things in unacceptable ways. This wasn't who the person wanted to be. They wanted to be a good person who was nice, helpful, and could be relied upon. So they paid attention to what caused them to be the person they didn't want to be. They realized they could rein in their anger by suppressing their emotions in general. This results in them turning cold and mostly isolating themselves. Okay. I was going to say, this is getting really deep all of a sudden, and now it suddenly cuts out. They always assumed they were bad at everything, so they constantly belittled themselves in their efforts to remind themselves that they need to do better. They felt that they were disgusting, that they were a hideous person who cannot ever possibly be loved by anyone, and so they showed very little concern for their own well-being, other than a basic standard of non-offensive hygiene. All in all, these affected the person greatly, but most of these symptoms could be dealt with. It could be counteracted, could be engaged with to lessen their impact. They thought of death, more specifically how they could die and what would be required to do so literally every day. These thoughts were not active. The person didn't desire to have them at all, and would have rather not dealt with them, but these thoughts were persistent. Regardless of the person's mood or desires or activities, the thoughts always invaded, every day as far back as they could remember. This was especially troubling that this person had a memory spanning their entire life, intermittently interrupted by how to end it at nearly any point in their existence. Or rather, it should have been troubling. This sort of ideation would, in most circumstances, necessitate intervention so as to reduce or eliminate the troubling thoughts. What made these symptoms most insidious, however, was that it never occurred to the person as something that was out of the ordinary. They went from day to day never expressing that these thoughts existed, nor that they troubled them. Because they assumed that everyone had those same thoughts and that they were normal. So they just ignored them for decades. But even though they thought they were ignoring them and that they were normal things, they still affected them. The things they achieved felt like things that merely happened to them, and that their life was drifting in directions without any input on their part. And as the pressures of being an adult weighed more and more heavily on them, the symptoms got worse. In the lead up to the birth of their first child, these thoughts would become more and more prevalent, more intense. They struggled at their job, their attention starting to waver enough to become a problem. They struggled to understand why anyone would find them attractive, wondering if their friends and loved ones in their life really cared for them. They struggled to remain the person they wanted to be, running into difficulties in being a good person. They struggled to stay alive, and they didn't understand how or why any of these feelings or emotions that they had intentionally spent most of their life suppressing and ignoring, locking away from others, were becoming so problematic, and how they could be so disruptive to their life. They simply didn't understand what was wrong with them, only that something was wrong. And then some YouTubers did LPs of this stupid visual novel called DDLC, which the person assumed was some crap for perverts that just wanted to ogle pretty anime girls. They watched the LPs assuming their prejudices were going to be proven right. Instead, it gave them words and self-reflection to understand what was wrong with their life. It also demonstrated these stupid visual novel things were actually capable of being incredible storytelling devices. This stupid Moe as Hell visual novel managed to have a profound impact on their life, and even to this day the person's still fucking shocked by this. Regardless, they decided they wanted to try and explore more of these visual novels, and they decided to start by making a mod for DDLC proper. They wanted to do many things with this mod, both on personal levels and on professional levels. While they didn't want to make a perfect mod, they wanted to do the best possible job they could with the mod. It was that important to them. In short, they embarked on a project that was extremely important to them and would not let it wither and die like their other ambitions. And then they got stuck on a bunch of stupid fucking ideas that didn't make sense to put in their mod, enough that it distracted them from working on the mod. So they decided to shit out those ideas into this pile of crap you're about to go through, simply so they can get back to focusing on what they actually wanted to fucking work on. Holy shit, I've been working on this thing for more than a month. I wanted to be done with this within a weekend. Fuck. Anyway, I'm done with this stupid thing now. Enjoy the shit post. I didn't. Well then. Well, I'm pumped now. Boy, it sure would be nice to have some character development today. I've always wanted to be a fully fledged, deeply complex individual with numerous wants and desires weighing in on... Too bad, not today. I've got an appointment to keep, so we don't have time for any of that. Who are you? That's Sayori, dumbass. They changed my name to Dumbass again. Oh, hey Sayori, what's up? Today you get to be a terrible Flanderization of protagonists who are as intentionally generic and relatable as possible. Oh wait, was that today? I thought your depression and unrequited love for me tragically spilling over was today. Well, yeah, that's why we don't have time for you to be anything but a completely oblivious otaku right now. Dense neat. Oh, okay then. Cool. Great. Join a club or something, since when we get married, I don't want both of us to be completely worthless. No, none of them involve anime, manga, girls, or food. Fine, I'll wear you down later. I then followed along because it's part of the framing device. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my... wait a minute. Today took fucking forever. I had like 9 exams today. There aren't even 9 periods in our school today. Tell me about it. I had 13 of them myself. 2 of them were assigned by my lunch period about the history of tater tots. This curriculum is bullshit. How have you been today, by the way? I mean, so many exams probably aren't helping your depressive symptoms. Pfft, that's funny. You know as well as I do that you're not well developed enough to have noticed that. Oh, right. Sorry. I forgot. That being the case, I'm gonna go home and be the most boring person who's ever lived. How about instead you join my book club? No. Every other member besides you would be a girl, and one of them even made you food already. Well, that's 2 out of my 4 requirements. Can you throw in another? What if one of those girls is really into you? It's a harem. They're all gonna be into me. Also, one of them reads manga. Okay. I then followed along because otherwise the plot wouldn't go anywhere. Everyone, the new members here. Wait, isn't there some sort of process to actually join this club? It can't just be someone walks in and loudly announces someone else is part of the club. That'd be rife for abuse. Oh, you're not fully developed enough to think of that. Oops, sorry. Forgot. Let me try that again. Everyone, the new members here. Reshoot. Take 2. Fuck you, dummy. Is that an invitation? Oh, later. No, that was merely Jade being rude, Sayori. Ah! Please stop undressing in public. Who are you? That's Yuri, dumbass. Oh, no. Oh, this is gonna be a running gag, isn't it? Oh, hey, Yuri, what's up? The last one is Natsuki. Oh, hey, Natsuki, what's up? Are you serious? Ah! She's not even on screen yet, you moron! Now I'm moron! Who are you? I'm Monica. I hate you. Oh, hey, Monica, what's up? I only view you as a conduit to talk to who I actually want to interact with. Anyway, I'm Yuri. I'm the rather delicate but socially awkward bookworm of the club who's the most mature person here. Why, because your posture is enormous? Well, that and my insistence on creating overly complex communicative structures via persistent and unnecessary usage of extremely advanced language. My apologies, I forgot about the socially awkward thing. Pretend I stuttered a few times doing that as I tripped over not accidentally revealing that I find you of interest. No, it's cool. I guess that means you're the Dandere here? Yes, but once we get to Act 2, I drop that to become the designated yandere of the club. Weirdly enough, people seem to desire me a lot more that way. I have no clue as to why, but it's absolutely not who I am as a person, and it's a horrific state of mind both for myself and for whomever I be with. And I'm Natsuki. I'm the petite tsundere who's ostracized for partaking in a perfectly normal hobby for some reason, who can't ever accept a compliment without being upset about it. Let me guess, you're the manga reader. That's cool. Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that I read manga out loud. That's so embarrassing. I hope my judgmental friends and overly strict father didn't hear that. Also, thank you for the compliment or something. It truly upsets me. Baka baka, rar. And I'm Monica. I'm perfectly perfect. I'm literally perfect at every conceivable thing and would love to talk to you without any ulterior motives or reason as to why. Oh, so you're the Mary Sue. Sorry, that means I'm too nervous to ever even try talking to you at length. Pass. Hey, since that's the case, can you just tell me how I'm doing with everyone else whenever we speak instead? At least that way, talking to you isn't a total waste of my time. Oh, damn. You do not know what you're getting into. Fuck you too, then. Is that an invitation? Wait. Anyway, thanks for the introductions, but even though most of you seem all cool and nice, I'm gonna just decide to leave anyway because I'm that boring. And then everyone got really sad and guilted me into joining. Okay, everyone, let's all write poems. What? Why? Because Dan wanted there to be some game to go along with this game. Oh. Jump right into it. It's time to click 20 randomly selected words. Here's hoping you paid enough attention to the characteristics and mannerisms of the 3 real choices to stumble into a win for whomever you want to go after. That or just, like, save scum through this part. Okay. Don't worry, it did actually save. You can change your pants. Yeah, it crashed the game when I did that. Yep. Monica? Lol, just kidding, it's Yuri. This was my first word. Oh, I remember. Natsuki. Sayori. Monica, lol, just kidding, it's Yuri. Natsuki, Yuri or Sayori. Yuri or Sayori. Natsuki. There's like 47 letters. That would work for Monica. How could it be either Natsuki or Yuri? Natsuki? Last time it was anyway. Crap. Dead people use this word. Holy shit, really? What the fuck does that mean? Uh-huh, sure. So who'd you pick, yeah, there's absolutely no one else viewing our world through your eyes or something. Nothing like that at all. Why would you even suggest that? Whatever, shut up, no-face. Clear you'd like to spend a little one-on-one time with me, right? That's hilarious, Monica. Like they'd have written you a poem or something. Good one. I need the joke as a distraction to get through the day. Ouch. I'm being serious. They could have written me... Wait, don't tell me. Jade could have written me a lovely poem with all those words that I'd like to hear. There are just so many words from them to pick for me. Too many to ever actually list. Just because I don't have any words doesn't mean I can't have a scene too. Monica, there's precisely one CG that you're present in, and it consists entirely of you staring into the image's perspective origin from far too close a proximity. I still don't comprehend the circumstances behind the display of that graphic, but it most certainly is not a result of the utter impossibility of you being the poem game victor. While I do not derive pleasure, like our fellow members do, in contemplating outcomes that are beyond the realm of possibility, entertaining a futility is an egregious waste of our collective time. Oh, pardon me, I nearly forgot. Socially awkward. Not that I wish to be rude or anything. Oh, you guys are making her cry now. You must think I'm a terrible person now. My apologies. May we now proceed forward, Monica? Whatever, sure. Oh, jeez. And nothing's happening. So, yeah, anyone want to, like, do anything? Absolutely. I need help planning an event for the festival, and I'd love to spend time both with you, and more specifically, directly in front of you to do so. I'm so nervous as to the mere thought of that I may just faint. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. We'll be able to spend so much time together, relishing how good being self-aware feels and how nice... No, really, I'm gonna aim for something soft as I lose consciousness. What the... What the... Am I dead? Ow. I think I just hit every object in the room on the way down. Including the closet, which I didn't really consider a separate object until now. Well, at least desks are kind of soft in their own way. Really? Really? Oh, hey, Dream Monica, what's up? Wait, could you do me a favor and wake me up when Sayori gets here? Even in my dreams, you make me too nervous to actually interact with you. Oh, dear. Sure, I'd be happy to. Wish fucking granted. Oh. Ow. The hell was that for? I don't know, just suddenly felt like doing that. Well, you woke me up from my nap in the most painful way possible. You just went through a 17-second sound file of every injury that's physically possible to even have in this damn room, and that's the slap that bothers you? Oh, hey, Monica. I've got a headache all of a sudden. May I ask for a painkiller or something? Sure, I'll get right on that. Anyway, I got something I want to do with you. Okay, cool. Since this is the literature club, I only assume that it's something to do with our club's purported mission. Yeah, you're so funny. Of course it isn't. You see, I have a problem right now. Does it involve words somehow? No, shut up for a second. You see, I'm an incredibly dirty girl. What? I was in such a rush out the door this morning that I may have made a mess of myself. Oh, well, I mean, you should just be more careful during your morning routine then. No, shut up! You just look at this. My blazer and top are so dirty. This wouldn't do. I can't keep wearing something this messy around you. So what, you want to go to the laundromat alone or something? No, shut up! You see, that's not the only problem I'm having with my blazer. This little blazer is just hanging wide open. I've been having so much trouble with it lately. Ever since my boobs got bigger again. Wait, have you been trying to take cow hormones again? I told you that's not how a scratch and lick plush works, Sayori. What? Oh my god, shut up! There's only one way you can help me and my heaving, expanding, eager-to-be caressed breasts. And only one person in this whole classroom right now who can help this dirty girl in her tiny blazer. Oh, dear lord. Oh, I get it now. I reach for the collar for blazer. And am about to get banned from YouTube. I hear her breath start to heave, deeper and deeper as her chest rises and falls more and more quickly. Her face fills with a deeper blush than I've ever known as I look down the length of her body. She looks like she's about to explode by just my lightest touch, standing right there in front of me. She undulates under my touch, clearly enjoying the pleasure it must be generating. It's so obvious that she wants what I can give her. Her entire body reciprocates to my presence as she readies her entire body for me. And there, all cleaned up, no more toothpaste. What? I even helped retie your necktie, thing a bit better. Your boobs should be able to expand another, like, 2 inches or something without your blazer coming off now. I don't think that was what she had in mind. So, do you need anything else, then? It's really frustrating to be revved up but not able to get that release you want, right? I know the feeling all too well. Is there an equivalent of blue balling but for girls? Because I think that's what we just did to Sayori. Got any ideas for how to deal with it? I'm gonna be stuck like this all day unless I can find an off somehow. Oh, just go to the bathroom and deal with it privately already. That's what everyone else here does. Sayori bolts for the classroom door and doesn't even slow down as she flies through it. So, what are Yuri and Natsuki up to? I'm wondering if they'd be interested in, like, uncomfortably close reading sessions with me. That might be a bit difficult. Neither of them has much time for other people anymore. Wait, other people? What's that mean? Well, now that they're dating, I don't think you have got much chance. Oh, those two are... But they're dating? Since when? I think it was about when you were being slapped awake by Sayori. Can we just go now? No problem. Generic response that acknowledges the previous scene without specifics concerning said scene. I know, right? It's crazy you managed to totally blow it with... I'm not defining a variable for this. It's almost like we're just blindly barreling along towards a railroaded tragedy and that none of our choices or decisions here really matter. Yep, really strange that. Alright, well, we're just gonna share our poems now. Wait, what about some of those other scenes, like that thing with the cookie? The whole point of that scene was to hook players into wondering how far the original game was willing to go with stuff. Like how Sayori physically hugs Natsuki, thereby teasing them into staying. Meanwhile, in this mod, Natsuki and Yuri have already proposed to each other. And I'm sure if you gave them another 10 minutes, they'll be consummating the marriage. Well, yeah, duh, that's why I liked it. I want to see how much further we can go now. No. Oh. Who's this getting dumped on first? Oh. I'll go talk to Monica first. I have no idea who won the poem game, so I'd rather just get the answers spoon-fed to me than figure it out on my own. Hey, Monica, would you please? Sayori. Wait, what? What about her? She's the one who'd most appreciate your poem. But I haven't shown it to you yet. How could you know? Monica rips the poem out of my hand and starts reading it. Huh, that was strange. Somehow I just stood here and watched her read my poem repeatedly for the last 17,984 years. There, I've read it, and I'm still right. You believe me now? I think I really have to go to the bathroom all of a sudden. Whatever, you can go after you read my poem. It's specifically regarding a particularly important realization I've had recently. I'll admit it, it's a bit abstract compared to most poems. So it may be difficult for you to pick up on the subtext and implications. Error report 894UL7. Beep boop. Accepting input. Get some reality. Bzz. If reality... Forved. Run inconspicuously win heart of player.exe. If player heart, one mine. Clank a zoot, run. What the fuck, scroll these other hoes. Else, run. Like a normal ass VN or something. Run for duration 344 hours. What? What is this exactly? Whoops. Monica rips the paper out of my hand. How did I accidentally give you a page of my diary? What did you mumble under your breath loudly enough that the narration picked up on, but I didn't? Die in a fire. Not you, player. I mean, player. I meant Jade. Whatever, just move on already, damn it. Does that mean I can use the bathroom now? No. Who's my next victim of a drive-by wording? Oh, huh? I didn't realize both Natsuki and Yuri were over here. I can hardly fathom how long I've ignored your presence without realizing how much of a mistake that is. It's okay. I never knew you were such a wonderful person. I just love being around you now. Oh, I get it now. They just share their poems with each other. Further, they clearly like each other's poems a lot and want to see more poetry from each other. It's cool to see such enthusiasm from my fellow club members over this inane activity. Wow, your guys' poems must be really good if your responses to them are to make out with each other. Anyway, can I share poems with you now, Natsuki? If you guys are finished anyway? Yes, we'll continue this critique later. Okay, well whatever. Can we just hurry this up then? Give me your damn poem or whatever already. Sure, I hope mine's good enough that you're willing to start making out with me too. Oh god! Yuri gives out weird gifts, but right now they're pretty useful. Oh shit. Point taken. Oh my god, did you just make a knife pun? I can't believe you... No, that was totally unintentional. I swear, that wasn't on purpose. Why should I believe that? Well, a little help here, dude? Assuming direct control. I have reason to believe that not even the developer realized it was a pun until after a proofreader pointed it out. Wow, that felt exactly the same as the rest of my life, since being remotely controlled by others isn't exactly new to me. Anyway, please read this. Sure. Okay. What do you mean? Just okay? Yes. Okay. What do you mean? Just okay? Yes. Okay. What do you mean? Just okay? Yes. We are going in circles here. Okay. What do you mean, just okay? God damn it, again? Get us out of this stupid loop. Okay. What the crap? Here, read her poem while I go figure out where I just put her. I tried, blah blah, everything sucks because of course it does. That was beautiful. Whoa! Where did you come? Did you understand it? What? I don't... Did you understand it? Oh dear. Yeah. Was it cute? No. Good. Natsuki skips off in a way that I describe as cute, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't express that at all right now. I gently fold up her poem, place it on her desk, and walk away slowly. Oh my god. Yuri's response is probably going to be no less insane. As I approach Yuri, I know she's writing something in a notebook. At that exact moment, the incredibly intelligent but strangely aloof heroine discovered something new about herself until... something she'd long suspected but never had a way to confirm, until now. But there was no way to deny what was in her heart and what she knew to be true. Try as she might, the tall, young, purple-haired tea expert could no longer deny the destiny... I almost did a George McFly there. Destiny that lay before her, nor the rush of feelings swelling within her abundant. Posture. No, that's hardly the right word. There must be a more appropriate word for breast that still retains the poetry, but doesn't invoke thoughts of memories. Well, not immediately, at least. Regardless, the incredibly confident and supremely competent heroine could no longer deny the unfathomable stirring of emotions within herself. And there was absolutely no denying the strangely pink forest directly in front of her face as she held the Duchess's legs apart. What? That went off on a tangent. Hey, what are you writing? What? What are you referring to? Whatever you're writing down in your notebook. Sounds like it's some sort of fantastical self-insert coming out eroge that's got a stand-in for Natsuki as well. I mean, I wouldn't know personally, but I'm assuming the carpet matches the drapes. Yes. Also, yes. Cool, can I read it? I'll send you an advanced copy once I hear back from my publisher. Neat. Anyway, you want to do the poem thing now? Sure. I hand her my poem. So, what do you think? The abstract constructions present within your form and tone are suggestive of a state of mind where in an utter neutrality in relation To any particular styling or attempts to impress one, such as myself, were at the forefront of your concern? Excuse me? I would liken it to being as though a city comptroller dedicated effort to ensuring their weekly report was more interesting than usual. What? It doesn't appear to have been written by a narcoleptic giraffe. I don't even... It's not particularly offensive. Anything else? It's merely okay. Thank you. My pleasure. Would you like to read my poem now? Yeah, whatever. Yuri hands me a thesaurus. What? This is your poem? Oh, heavens no. I'm merely trying to demonstrate my process of generating a poem. Observe. She flips the book open to some random page. There are a bunch of words stuck through in it. What? What is this? Whenever I generate poetry, I reference the specific instance of this thesaurus. It is my collective word pool. I intentionally disallow myself from ever reusing a word that I have already previously utilized in a poem. Ergo, I am most certainly making full use of the English language, as was intended. Wait, aren't we speaking Japanese right now? We live in Japan. No, we live in, quote, Japan, unquote, which speaks whatever language the translator is getting paid to work in. Oh, boy. So meta. Which is also why we're underpaid and should definitely get a bigger bonus this year for all the hard work they put in. I agree on this point fully, as I too believe that translators deserve far more substantial compensation than they've so far been given. Also, would it kill you guys to let us bill time when we go to the bathroom? Seriously, no other company has forced me to track my shitting time so closely. I agree, that's absurd. Further, the health insurance plan is a joke and should most certainly include dental as an option. Anyway, the stupid characters run out of lines for me to soapbox on, so here's her fucking poem. Side note, it was absurd to translate. Oh boy. Kelpie subsidiary to the refulgence. Circuses of mycelium inferior to the ochre lambency. Suffusing. It's imperative that it be this definite. The antipodal vestigial sodium luminaire to have thwarted the shibboleth of chronology. The remotest hitherto to be dislodged by the noisome cyan chroma of the offing. I moisten. Insufflating zephyr of the... but extant in the... and... What? May I inquire as to your celebration? Do you dislike it that much? My eyes are bleeding! Has it perhaps put you into a stupor of awe and wonder? I'd really prefer some input as to your thoughts and feelings on my poetry, if it's possible. Pretty sure it's not possible, Yuri. What? Why is that so? I'm fairly certain that Jade here is having a stroke. I taste key lime pie. Oh my god. Well, now that we've died again, that seems like a good point to leave this off at, so I hope you're enjoying this insane train wreck. We'll continue next time.
I'm playing a game.